good morning and welcome, and good night and welcome. Wherever you are in the world, welcome. We are the Black Men's Drama Group, and my name is Tony Cealy, and we want to warmly welcome you to our performance. Just before I get into that, I just want to check in with my host that everything seems to be fine. Rin, are we okay? Good to go? Right, good. I've been given the go-ahead. We can let rip. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. This is the Kwame and The Lockdown. Essentially, what's going to happen tonight is that you'll see a performance event. So there will be three sections. The first section is the performance itself. And then there's the second section, which is the interactivity section, which I'll explain more when we come into that. But essentially, that section is an opportunity for you who want to engage with the drama, want to change the outcome of what you witnessed, what you saw, what you felt could have been done differently. And then the final section is the debate section, where we take all of these important issues that we've been raised tonight, and we try to examine and discuss them further with the aim of following up with some collective action that we can take forward and go forth to create further perhaps campaign or lobbying or whatever it feels important to you about this topic, but more about that in that section. So there'll be three sections: the performance, the interactivity, and the debate section. So just before we kick off with the show, I've been fortunate to been working with a group of men for a while now, and you'll get to hear from them personally after the show. But we've essentially been working each week using drama to look at mental health issues and all other issues that are underneath mental health, particularly kind of having a focus in our early embryonic stage around suicide. But there's been so much that has been an issue for these men that we've covered quite a lot of topics. But essentially, they have come up with this show that they have put together themselves that they want to share with you about the average Black man's condition in relation to COVID-19. So it's best to watch the show on SpeakerView. So SpeakerView, you can go to the corner of your computer or laptop and you'll see some 9 little dots. If you click on that, it will either be in the gallery view, where you'll see lots of people in small boxes, or if it's on SpeakerView, you're just seeing me only at the moment in a nice big screen. Keep it on that mode. That's the best position to have the performance in. We do ask you to remain on mute throughout the whole show. And if you see someone do this action, tapping their ear, that means that they can't hear you. So that means we're asking you to unmute. So rather than anybody saying unmute, if you can just tap your ear, that will denote that that person we can't hear you, and we need you to unmute yourself. I want to remind people what you're about to see is a live improvisation. It has been structured, but it's all live. So whatever happens is what's being planned to happen. There is a structure to the show, but the men will improvise the whole show. One of the other important things that we invite you to do is, whilst you're watching the show, we invite you, because we want you to interact with it, because of some of the issues that are raised or resonating with you, or things that you connect with or identify with, we'd like you to put as much comment in the chat as possible. Or we have two narrators. They'll introduce themselves, and they will also be encouraging you to put things in the chat. You don't have to put things in the chat, but if you're one of those writer down people, you can always put things in the chat. We do ask if you're able to have a pen and paper right beside where you are. So you may just jot down some notes for things that that come up for you whilst you're watching the performance that you'd like to feed back to us later. So having a pen and paper might be useful. And essentially, we're really asking you to get involved in the issues that you're about to see, and how we collectively can find some alternatives or solutions to these problems. And it's specifically what's going on for the average black man, i.e. Kwame, during this lockdown. So what you're about to see is some real lived experience being brought to the dramatic stage to share with you some of the concerns that these men have. Anyway, that's enough from me. All I can say is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and we'll see you in about a half an hour's time from here, around 8 o'clock. Enjoy the show. I present to you Kwame and The Lockdown.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, one and all. How are you?
Hope you're doing well.
So,
I go by the name of Barlet.
And I go by the name of Dreadlocks, and we are your narrators throughout this show. So what are we going to be doing, Barlet?
Well, we have a man named Kwame right
Yes.
now. We're going to dive in and look into what's going on with Kwame and have a look into his life.
Ah.
All right. Oh, man. Long day. Oh, glad to be home. That's all I can say. Oh, yeah. Great. Oh, let's chill out. Oh, another day working for that government. Oh, Mr. Boris. I can just chill out. What's this? Oh, not more post. You know what? I'll do that another day. What's this? Nah, mate, ain't got time for that either. Oh, God, long day. You know what? Let's see what's on the telly. Nah, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. Ah, what's this? Some kind of game show? Let's watch this kind of game show. This looks interesting. What? This looks... Oh, I'm really tired.
Hey, Barlet. Gone into dream that Kwame gone into one deep dream.
Yes, you look like you might drive one right about now.
Why? I wonder what he's dreaming about now.
Yes, it's up for discussion. Feel free to discuss in the chat room. You know, let us know what you feel. But here what me I say, yeah, let's have a look into what Kwame's family life is like.
Family pasa.
All right, we are going to do that now, yes?
Yes, Barlet.
Oh my God, the deco ain't changed. Yo, Dad, it's Kwame. You know, Dad? Wow, deco ain't changed, man. It's their place. Even smells the same. Woo, Who's in the house? Anyone here? Mum, Dad, bro, where's everyone? What's going on?
Oh, Kwame,
Hey,
what are you doing here?
Dad, long time no see. How you doing?
You decide to visit your family, is that it?
No, Dad, it's
Your
not
mom
like
is quite ill. Did
Dad.
you know that?
Dad.
Your mom is ill.
Dad, I've been working hard, Dad. I've been working my socks off for months, Dad. I ain't even had a day off, Dad. All my annual leave, all everything got cancelled once COVID kicked in. As you know, I work for the government. They cancelled all my leave. I had to work every day, Dad. I'm like a zombie, Dad. Come on.
Working hard. You don't sleep. You don't eat. You cannot visit. Did you know your mom is quite ill? I told you. I told you that.
Dad, please. I know
Anyway,
Mum wasn't feeling
You
well.
don't sleep. You don't sleep. Are you on the pill or something? You're taking pills? Not sleeping?
Dad, you're so amazing. You never change. Dad, just let me finish. Just let me. You fire 5 questions at me and don't let me answer. Yes, listen, Dad. Yes, I'm still on my meds, yeah, because I have to be on my meds to keep me going, yeah. I ain't slept because I worked 7 days a week. I knew Mum weren't feeling too good, yeah, right? But this is the first opportunity. I work for the government. You can't just say, I'm not coming in today. It don't work like that.
You know, your brother is working hard too, but he's always here. Why is
Hey,
that?
yet again, Dad, me and my brother are not tied at the hip. We're not Siamese twins. We have different jobs. I work for the government, Dad. The government is just different. You have to toe the line. Dad, come on. You always do this to me.
All right. Okay. You can't see. You're a big shot now. So go and see your mother. Go and see your mother. And just I have things to do.
Well, thanks, Dad. I love you too. Like, you know, thanks. You know what I mean? I come here to see you and then you just give me grief. I mean, come on, Dad. Come on, please. Oh, man.
Hey, Kwame! Hey, I know you're back. Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Mate. Listen, I heard your rumours you're coming back. I just come quickly to see you. You know, this lockdown is a nightmare. It's can't get out, can't go in. But
Listen,
oh my God.
Listen, between me and you, as you know, I work for the government. I've got every other day, I've got guidelines, I've got policies, procedures. I don't know if I'm left, right, up, down. It's been nothing but, oh my gosh. And they keep changing their mind like the wind. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, talking about that, now this vaccination, I've got to go in for that one. And hopefully I could go out and enjoy myself again.
All I can say to you is, mate, freedom. Listen, all I can say to you is, listen, just do your research, yeah? I'm not saying the vaccination ain't the right thing to do, yeah? But before you jump in there, right, because I'm signed by the Confidentiality Act, yeah? Just do a bit of research. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But you looking not so good. You know, taking the pills or something now? Or
I am like...
You are.
I'm a zombie, mate. I'm a zombie.
Listen, I'm going to go and see your mum because I heard she wasn't well. And I'm glad you're back around because I only popped around to see her. And I've had this for ages to give to your mum. So I'm going to go and see her and see how she goes.
Listen, go and see her. Just tell her Kwame's here, yeah, right? I'm just going to do 1 or 2 more bits and I'll be able to see her in no time at all, yeah? Listen, take care of yourself, man.
Well, you've got to see your dad first. He's pain in the arse again, isn't he?
So I can say, stop with that.
See you in a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, bro? Long time.
Yeah, bro. You good?
Yeah.
I'm just like a bit upset, man. I ain't seen you for a hot minute, man. Where you been, man?
Listen, bro, please. Yeah. I ain't seen you for 6 months and you want to go like that. Listen, I've been working. Work.
Yeah, but bro. You know that's not good enough, man. You're always saying you're working, everyone's working.
Yeah, it's because that's what I've been doing, bro.
Nah. Listen, man, I'm fed up with your rubbish, man. Every minute you go disappearing, yeah, and you leave everything down to us. And you know, you've given us, you know, we've signed an agreement to pay the rent, to pay the mortgage, you know, and you've just left us in the dirt, man. You haven't paid any bills. You've gone missing for a month. You haven't phoned Dad. Mum's been worried, sick, and she's ill, and you haven't turned up. I just don't understand it. I think it's disrespectful, and it's just, you know, it's just bang out of order.
Wow, you seem to know more about me than I know about myself. If you bother to even ask me, how am I? what's been happening rather than attacking me, I'd be able to answer you. Yeah.
I just asked you.
Well, hang on a
I
second.
just asked you.
Yeah. Well,
How are you? Where you been? Where are you?
This is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
And you say about what you
You
what
and
you
Dad,
a kid?
you
Are
and
you a
Dad
kid?
are so alike.
Are you a kid?
You and Dad are so alike. You never let me finish. Never let me answer the question. About myself. Yeah, I've been working, bro. I've been working my socks off. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
yes,
you could.
I've missed a few payments on the house, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but we're supposed to be family. We're supposed to be tight. Yeah, I came here today to ask you for my help, but clearly all you're interested in is the missed mortgage payments. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that.
You're always asking for help.
Payments.
You're always asking for help. That's all you ever blooming do. Help, help, help. When are you going to help everybody else? When you're going to pull your foot out, your thumb out, you know where, and get onto things, mate. It's not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. Yeah, you're gallivanting around. Yeah, you know, listen, mate. You're going to scream and, yeah, you got a child. I know this. But at the same time, yeah, we never told you to pick up the woman. Do you know what I mean? I've had enough of this, mate.
Here we go.
I've had enough of this. And I'll tell you something, yeah? Dad's had enough, Mum's had enough, and you've left all the responsibility onto me, yeah? And I don't want to have it no more, yeah? You need to sort it out. Put up or shut up. That's what I say.
Yeah.
All right?
That's because you're the love child, isn't you? You're the love child. Yeah, from day one, Mum and Dad always loved you, yeah, right? And I was always put on the corner. I had to work hard. And yeah, because I'm resentful, because I went to work for the police, right? So
and who's picking you up? Who's picking you up? If you had to work hard, who's picking you up? We're still picking you up now.
Clearly you ain't.
Had enough of it.
Well, I just know. I came here for help, yeah, right? But all I've got is Dad giving me grief in this area, giving me grief in that area. So do you know what?
Who are you helping?
Bro,
I've had enough of you, mate. Right, just make sure you got that money ready, yeah? And make sure it's ready for tonight. I've had enough. I'm off, yeah? I'm not coming back. And I either see my money or I don't see you. Do you get it?
Oh, like that.
Yeah, make sure.
Yes, bro. You know what, bro? Love you too, bro. I don't know why I came here. Do you know what? I don't know why I came here. I need to just, you know what? Go see my mum. Then I've got to get out of this place. This is hence why I don't come here. Mum, I'm coming to see you now.
Peeps, people, audience. Hey, people, everybody seemingly has a Kwame in their family. Have you got a Kwame in your situation? Can you relate to that scene? What you say, Barley?
Wait, coming like enough pressure upon Kwame head right now.
What?
Look like his mum sick.
Yeah?
He's been working hard. He doesn't know whether to take this COVID vaccine or not. He hasn't paid the mortgage.
Dilemma.
And he's had enough of him.
Pete, dilemma upon dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
But we have got a person coming up now. He's trying to make the best of a bad situation, and we might feel he's not quite doing it the right way, but let's go and see what Mark is doing.
What it is.
Huh? Come
It
in,
is
Mark.
what it is.
Hello. My name is Mark. Life has been difficult for me. Ever since this lockdown has started, I don't know why, but everything seems to be going bad. I've lost my job. Now all of a sudden my family, we have to get our food from a food bank. I was working at this place for 7 years and they just let me go like I'm nothing. My wife, she's not speaking to me now. I understand. She's hungry. We all are. I've been yelling at my son for the last 2 years to get a job. I've been saying he's not a man because he can't pull his own weight. Now I can't pull any weight. So does that mean I'm not a man now? Maybe I should just end it all. Then maybe they should get some insurance. Or maybe they can get some benefit. I don't know what to do.
Why? Mark looks stressed out.
I think we can all relate. What you saying, peeps?
Let us know. Well, boy, Dreadlocks, this was a man that was working. Now he's become unemployed. As you can see, it's affected his marriage, this
Yeah.
COVID situation, and he's questioning his manhood now.
Yep.
The man are suicidal. You know, so
Who is
why?
there to help him? Pete, watching, would you be helping Mark to the end of his journey? Let's hear from you.
Why? I feel safe from his surroundings. Me feel say Mark will go turn to a life of crime. But
let's hope not.
All the best for Mark in this time.
Okay.
But hear what? Me just get a message. Remember the boy Kwame? Remember him?
Yeah, I think, at the beginning of the show. Yeah.
Yes, him. Well, me hear say that him and his friend are on their way to Sunderland. What? Yes. On their way to Sunderland. So let's have a look and see what go on.
Hey, yo, man. Listen. And I spoke to you yesterday on the phone, yeah, right, and you helped me out, man. You know what I'm saying? And I must say, listen, between me and you, from back in the day, I was very apprehensive about contacting you because of what happened back then. And you know, I work for the government now, so you told me if it was Christy, so you were my last resort, bro. But we go back. And I just want to say thank you for taking me down, because I need to go down to Sunderland to get my boy, and you're my last resort, and I thank you for that, bro.
Well, what can I say, man? I'm always there to help you out, you know, and you can always call on me, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I tell you something, man. I went to a club the other day, and some man touched me in my backside, and I said, boy, I almost went ape shit. My family had to hold me down.
Wait a minute. You're in a club, and you're doing a dirty wine or whatever it is you're doing, and some man picked your backside. What club was you in? Soho, was I? Where were you, man?
Bro. I was in a heterosexual club, you know what I'm saying? I just don't deal with that kind of thing. Man and man supposed not to be the man and man. It's man and woman.
Well, listen, all I'm saying is, I've been club back in the day, yeah, I don't go out that much because I'm working hard, yeah, right? But I never once get no man picture my backside. I get some booty lips or something, some nice girl. So, are you trying to tell me something, bro?
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I'm telling you, let's not go there. All right?
I don't know.
Listen,
you're saying to me because you frequented clubs where men are pitching your backside. What you saying to me? But if you is gay or something, that's fine with me because we go back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm not gay. Okay, I am not gay. I'm telling you, I was close to blows with that guy, man. My family told. Anyway, it's not about me right now. Okay, we're going to Sunderland to Cealy, man. You're gonna get your boy Anton, isn't it?
Oh man, trust me. Listen, you know, when I called you the other night, yeah, right. Went to the family home, yeah, right. My dad, I thought, let me go talk to the family. I need some support, yeah, because as you know, I work for the government and all this tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, lockdown. I can't breach all that nonsense, yeah. They've tracked my car, so I can't even use my car. I go to the family, say, Dad, can you help me? He wants to bust my testicle, saying, so I go to my brother. All he wants is money. My mum's not very well, so basically, I called you as a last resort, out of respect, though, yeah? You helped me out, because I've got to get to Sunderland, and I can't use my car, so, man, my head's spinning. But yeah, listen, I've got to go there. I've got a cool order here, cool piece of paper here that says I can get to see my boy, because Cealy, all she's done for months is duck. I've spent £50,000, yeah, right, that I've had to just sort out, and she's still ducking. So listen, man, help me out. Thank you so much, man.
You know, first of all, bro, you kind of disrespected me a little bit, you know, saying I'm the last resort when you know I'm the first one to help you out. You know, I'm not going to hold that against you. And I know when you first joined, you know, the Babylon style kind of thing, I was kind of dubious, you know. But you know what? You turned out okay, man, as long as we don't clash, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, we all had a destiny, yeah? When I watched them films like Starsky and Hutch and The Professionals, man, and Streets of San Francisco, my destiny was become a police officer. And you know what? Yeah, I had to break down some barriers for stereotypical people who were harassing me because of colour of my skin. I was sold out, and also a few brethren. But I'm glad that me and you are still tight. And I meant last resort only because I can't get in no trouble. And I know that you've gotten a bit of bother before, but you told me you're clean. I'll take that on board, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, Starsky and Hutch, guess what? I was Yogi Bear. Listen, bro, so what are you going to sort with Shirley now, man? Are you going to bring his son back down to London or what?
Listen, trust me. Okay, right. Between me and you, yeah, while we're on our little road trip, yeah, right? This is how it works, yeah? The reason why we split up and we're getting divorced now, yeah, right? She won't let me see Anton, is because I had an affair.
I knew it, bro. I knew it, bro. You can't keep that stuff away from me, man. I can't believe you did that. That's some serious shit. I can see why, though.
Listen, I ain't proud of it, yeah, right? Because that's one thing you don't do. But she got pregnant by accident, yeah? Her family and my family put us together. You now got to marry her. I didn't get a say in the matter. She wasn't my destiny. Do you know what? Between me and you as well, enough stress, so much stress in the relationship. I could not even get an erection, bro. I was embarrassed.
Oh, bro.
She'd lay there and she's got a nice figure. Trust me, she'd lay there and it just wasn't working. And when she say, you ain't no man, you limp biscuit, you can't even get erection. That was pressure from the doctors, man.
Bro, she said that's cold, man. I tell you something, I never did like that Shirley, man. I'm telling you something, man. I always like my coffee white with penny sugar in it, man. She just looked like trouble to me.
The amount of pressure I was under, emotionally drained. I went, doctor, man, give me some pills. They didn't even work. But you know what? Then I met Sam, yeah? And when I met Sam, it was love at first sight. That's all I could... Listen, I was walking around work and I couldn't even put it down, man. It was just standing at attention 24/7, bro. Oh, my days.
Bro, man, you found yourself a Samantha Fox.
Oh, gosh, listen, Samantha Fox, remember touch me, I want your body. I wake up in the morning and it's staring to attention. That's what you love. Love. Listen,
right.
Listen, I come home from work, a 12-hour shift, there's candles in the bath, there's bubbles in the bath, I've got dinner when Sam's not working, my days I get massage. Do you know what? It's unfortunate me and she didn't work out. But what she done now, yeah? She now because I had an affair. Yes, it was wrong. But she now won't let me see Anton. That's why I've got to come all the way to Sunderland to go and get it. Because she left out of London, man. Trust me, man. Trust me.
Oh, bro, what can I say? What can I say? You're doing the right thing, man. And I'm glad you called me. Respect to that, because I always help you out. Always help you out. But you know what? I never did like Shirley. I'll be honest with you. I never did like her, man. She was not my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? She just looks too stiff for me, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm glad you found Samantha Fox playing free. She like that, right? Whoa, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
listen. Even now, as you mentioned, I've got a smile on my face, yeah. Even now, I'm trying to keep it cool because it's rising to attention. That's what I'm saying. You mentioned Sam's name, bam! It's like,
bro, calm down, man. We're the car together, right? Just keep it down.
Yeah, listen, we're on one. We're on one.
Look at the car now, they be thinking you're going bad for me, and it ain't about that. Oh, whoa. Let's duck out of that, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, bro, you know what? I'm sorry, but I think I see a couple of Babylons coming up behind me. I don't know what's going on, man.
Listen, what's going on? Listen. Guy, keep it down low, yeah? Answer the questions. Don't get irate.
All right.
Keep it cool, man.
All right, yeah, I'll keep it cool. What's up, Babylon? Where you going?
Hello, sir. Sorry, for a routine check. Is this your car?
No, I borrowed it from a friend of mine. It's fully MOT'd and taxed, and I'm fully insured. So what's your issue?
Okay, so can I see your driving license in, please, sir?
I get this all the time, bro, you know? I get this all the time. It's once a week, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just a routine check, okay.
Listen, just give him the driving license. Don't get irate.
Be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you will. I know you
I
will.
rate, yeah. I ain't got, remember, I've got to get to Sunderland, yeah. I've got to be there by 3 o'clock. Something trouble, man.
Babylon, right? Do you stop us every minute?
I don't know what I work for the government. I'm not a traffic cop. I don't know. That's not the department, man. What's going on? But just keep on the down line, man.
How many times have you don't experience this shit, man, bro? I get it every week.
Please.
Oh man, I'm sick of it, bro. Babylon go with my driver's license. Now you know that he's already checked my plates. You know what I'm saying? I was honest with him straight off about pulling me over, man.
Just don't get irate with the man.
Hello, sir. Sorry, here's your driving license back.
Thank you. Can I go now?
Okay. So I do apologise, sir, but this vehicle, you said it's not your vehicle, is it?
I already told you that from day one, man. I told you it was not my vehicle. So what's
sorry, sir, but our database says it's been involved in an incident. So do you mind?
Oh man, come on, man. Can you come up with something better than that? An incident.
No, I believe so. So if you please step out, we just have a quick search.
What do you mean?
Are you winding me up, guy?
I ain't done nothing.
For this guy.
I ain't done nothing. What are you...
Guy, for real, man.
Can you just step out the door, come out the car, please, sir?
What for? What for? You got all those brothers on the street, they're all up against the wall with their hands handcuffed. What do I want to do that for? What do I want to do that for?
Sir, can you step out the car, please?
Listen, between me and you, I'm done. I've got to get out of here. Listen, I'm going, yeah, right? You got your own problems.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
You told me if it was kosher, man.
Whoa. Why are you handcuffing me for now, bro?
Well, sir, it's just routine. You please behave yourself and you'll be okay. But if you stop struggling, stop struggling. Sir, stop. Sorry. On your knees. On your knees.
Sheila. Yeah, it's Kwame. Yeah. Just let you know, listen, I'm on the motorway. I'm on my way, yeah? Yeah. I'm still trying to be there by 3 o'clock, as we arranged, yeah? I'm just stuck on the M6. There's a bit of traffic. Just let you know, my battery's going to die soon, so I don't want to talk too long. But I'm on my way, yeah? I can't wait to see Anton. It's been long, yeah? Yeah. Come here, listen. Yeah, it won't be long. I've got to can't stay on the phone because my phone's going to die, yeah? All right, listen. I'll see you in a couple of hours, yeah? All right, thank you. Bye.
Why, my lad?
I want Dreadlock.
What a scene!
You know, sir, me not really like that friend that too much, you know. Spirit not take him.
You know, your old time people would have said, show me your company and just me tell you what you like. So,
Babylon protect him where? You know that he meet up with his friend and his friend have a few issues. And his friend meet a new partner, and he's trying to tell his friend, but he coming like he don't listen.
Yeah, but people, for me, that scene was all about disclosures. And any true people in life, things can throw us curveballs, and all these secrets start to come out. So what would you do? Was that a realistic scene for you peeps who are watching in the audience? Remember, put down your views, because all these things are coming out, man. What?
Sometimes this is just a metaphor for life, you know, Dreadlock, because obviously Kwame has his destination to reach.
Right, okay.
Not only is his friend, but the Babylon also, they become hurdles in his destination.
Yeah, but sure, that's a commonplace. But anyhow, let's pull that aside now. Let's have a bit of light-hearted fun and let's go with the game
That's
show.
What we need.
The game show on the Black Experience.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, look like I'm going to be the winner today. Yes.
I don't think so, Star. You have a big competition on your hand tonight.
Oh, see, there's my competition. Are you ready to lose today?
Man, losing is not in my metaphor.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to see. I know I'm going to win this. Oh, I wonder what this game show is going to be about.
Is where this compare is. Him outside in the dark. You better bring him in the light.
Yeah, come on, host. I can't wait to win my prizes.
I think someone better inform him that him in the wrong situation, because where him is the wrong place.
Well, you know what? How about this? How about we play a game? Here we go. Let's say I ask you some questions, and whoever has the best answer is the winner. How about that? Well, my first question to you is, do you think that Black people are more stopped at stop and search than any other people?
Well, of course, them is more stopped than anyone else. Who look the best? Who have the nicest car? And who have the quality that them don't like? From the time they see it on the street, they want to stop with. From the time we open our mouth and talk them and say, we sound aggressive. Of course, them are going to stop with. Next question, Maestro.
Well, see, before we move on, I want to say, hey, this is the 21st century. If you're still thinking about all those draconian days when we used to get separated, that's a whole different story. But hey, I think we've moved on from that. That's old thinking. Let me see. The second question. Do you really think that Black people make a difference when it comes to voting and politics?
Absolutely not. I believe it's all a game, it's all a fix. Doesn't matter if you're green, white, yellow, orange. These people are out here, they're treating us like we're their food. They're the lizards. Yeah, it's all madness.
Okay.
Where you find Mr. Speaky Spokey from? Because you want to sound like that, say them a bit, loose up there, sir. So in better find him corner.
You never faced life before, my friend. Out here, these things are tactical. You got to make the right moves. They just want to kill us off, leave us in the dark.
Here's one final last question. Will racism and systemic racism biases, will they ever end?
No,
Absolutely.
it will never end, because we are the suppressed. And as I said before, from the time they see we, then don't like we. From the time they bring we over, then don't like we. If they don't like we, how they go make we any better? We have to take ourselves and promote and take over the businesses and take over everything that them take from we in the first place and go back to our own land. That's the only time we're gonna be much better than how we is now.
Craziness. What's this guy talking about? He sounds like the cousin of Mugabe. I'm not listening to none of that. What we need to do is we need to breed everybody up. Once we're all mixed, no one can say nothing.
Very good points. Very good points. Well, as far as the winner, I would say it's going to be the newcomer. Yes.
What?
Yes. Now let me take
I want a recount.
Yes. Oh, don't you worry.
The shall prevail.
You don't need a recount. Let me tell you about the prizes before you get too ahead of yourself. So,
prize? What kind of prize? He deserve a good lick. That's why he deserve a prize.
Bitter is
you
the
are
man.
going to have your own accommodations.
What?
You are going to the library. You are going to have free television and movies as long as you have the wonderful Wi-Fi code. And you are going to have 6 months in Her Majesty's Belfast.
Wait, what? That's not right. Hold on a second. This is supposed to be a competition for Black people.
HMP, so they lick some sense in their backside.
No, I don't want the prize.
That's what he want.
Have fun with it.
No. It's okay. I changed my questions. Transfer it back. Transfer back, please.
Send him down there immediately.
He
So he get some sense licking on them backside. That's what they want.
No, wait. I don't want it.
Too.
Wait, no.
Yo, peeps. Valid, some controversial questions, but
you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
But people, obviously you were watching. Would you say they were true or were they false in their responses? We'll leave you to make up your decision and we'll hear from you at the end. But now we are going to hear from Guy. He's going to come and share a personal little monologue with us. So take us away, Guy.
All right. All I can tell you, right, in this country, there's 84% people are white. 3.8% people are black. So we're a minority, but yes, we're a majority when we come into getting arrested. When we come to dying from obesity, diabetes, and all these kind of stuff. I'm scared to go out there. The first thing my mother tell me when I'm born, you got a black skin. The first thing I see when I step out the streets is a white skin looking at me saying, you got a black skin. My black power, my black presence annoys everybody. Gets everybody worked up. Here comes another black man. And I get scared because I'm thinking, why are they scared of me? I am just me. But they know I'm a black man. I'm a danger to you. Watch out. This black man might rob you. But now they got COVID. Guess what? Majority of us are black people getting from COVID. But check me. They didn't realize the majority of us are dying in the First and Second World War. But we weren't recognized, were we? Until now. We had to fight to be recognized for fighting in the first place in a war that we didn't want to be in. So I'm a scared black man in this country. And I can't handle it anymore. Because why? We're a minority, but we're a majority when it comes to negativity.
Yes. Our friend Guy, he raised some good issues.
Lyrics by Guy.
Give it to them. But I'll give you one word of advice. If you're going to be a black militant, stop reading the Daily Mail. One piece of advice. May I forgive him, because I see it behind him. You know? Okay. So people, let us know how you feel. Any questions you want answered, and we can answer it for you when the show is over. But wait in my ear, we're going to be joining a late night talk show. Dreadlocks?
Yes, so listen, we're going to be coming up with some eminent black professors now, and they're going to talk to us briefly is the operative word, about the black experience from an intellectual perspective.
Yes. You ever hear about that thing called the Carl Show? Welcome, the Carl Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carl, and I'm here today to talk about the black man in modern day society in 2020, going into the future. And we're saying what is the black man's role in modern day society, and how can we change that, that theory and move forward. So to my left, I have Professor Carlos.
Good evening. How are you?
And to my right, I have Professor Fernando.
Good evening.
Nice to meet you. So, Professor Fan, I'll start with you, Professor Fernando. As a black man, who are we in 2020?
Well, that's a very interesting question. Who are we? At the moment seems to be like we are in two minds. Well, all we think is, I have to achieve this. I have to do this. I have to do that. Most people think in terms of I, but we have to think about in terms of we. Who are we? And we have to go back and study our culture. Did you know, for instance, that we come from kings and queens? No? So, study, educate yourself, and from there you start building. Like Malcolm X says, when the I become we, even illness becomes wellness.
Beautiful. Well said, Professor Fernando. Now over to Professor. Tell me, what do you think the role is of the black man in 2020?
Well, I believe the role of the black man in 2020 is we are getting much better than we was before, as you know. back from the kings and queens. We are the generations where we could build a society up to the brink. But the point is, we've been held back a lot. Why we've been held back a lot? Like the Professor Fernando said, is using we. We should be I, not we. To build this up to much better. But yes, we can do this scenario much easier by working together as one unit, not just two different people, high and low, but working as one, as I believe.
Okay, yeah, well, moving on to the final point, I would just like to know, what do you think the results are of the actions that you talk about, and how can we learn from this? If you're looking back at yourself in 2030, what would you say?
Well, I would say, well, there's a lot to say about that. Is stop raping the land of our generations, right? There's gold, diamonds, and all that. But everyone should work together as one. Help to feed the nation. That's the way to do it. So, together as a group, we can make it. But when we stay below, we're just left behind, and it's not really good for us. We are there to work and help to build a society, and that's the way to do it. That's the way forward.
Fair point, Professor Carlos. Professor Fernando, do you want to conclude this final part?
Yes, I do indeed. I like to say that the key is education. So
that's true.
for us to build anything positive and futuristic, we have to educate ourselves. Not only unite, but educate.
Well said, Professor Fernando. You've heard it from Professor Fernando. You've heard it from Professor Carlos. In essence, you're talking about unity, not I, we. You're talking about training, education, foundation, and those are the fundamentals of life. And in essence, we need to be proud of our own nation, our own selves. So as you say, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You've heard it from
Black Lives Matter.
Good night. God bless. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Right. One love.
Well done, well done. They touched on some good topics there. Remember that is we. And when we work together, we can achieve anything out there.
Oneness. Would you agree, audience? Would you agree? Okay. Let's keep it real. So moving on quickly.
Yes, they touched upon some historical events, raw historical events that have been sanitized by the white media. And I'm glad I watched that show. Dreadlocks, let me know what go on next.
Yes, well, moving on from the entrepreneurial to the entrepreneur, we're coming from the eminent Black professors, and now we're going to hear from Paul, who is doing some good entrepreneurship in this lockdown crazy situation. Come in, Paul.
Well, hello there, gentlemen. Thanks for having me on and asking a few questions. I appreciate it. Well, when it comes to the lockdown, some people ran around scared and started running for toilet paper. As soon as I saw that, I said, there must be some money in here somewhere. So, I don't have much money, but I got a nice group of friends. We put a couple of dollars or pounds together, and we don't have cars, but we all got bikes. So rather than you going to the local shop, we all hop on our bikes and go and get your milk, your eggs, your early morning newspaper. Oh my goodness. It went out better than I expected. Just in the last 7 months, we've had 250,000 pounds turnover. Wow, this is going to be a good year. I got to say, thank you, COVID. Oh, you changed my life. Okay, give me 1 second. Look, I'd love to stay with y'all a little longer, but I got some stuff to do. All right, come on, COVID-19. Second lock.
Yes.
And the big boy.
Yes, it looks like he's had a bit of an upgrade, isn't it? from
You
the
know, I
American
can't blame him,
accent.
you know.
Yeah, coming from America, coming to our country, yeah, exchanging from dollars to the pound. He's really become a good entrepreneur, hasn't he?
I tell you what, I can't really blame him, to tell you the truth, Barnett, because in this time, day and age, this time you're gonna find opportunists, people
Right.
that are gonna capitalize on the situation we find ourselves in right now, and that's always been the case. Don't you think?
That's right, and that's so, peeps. There's nothing wrong with upgrading and getting better, irrespective of our situation. So
I just wish it was me.
Well, me and you will talk afterwards. I got a plan.
Imagine all the white rum we can buy with the money there.
Yeah, I got a plan later, but we'll talk later after you tell us where we're going from now.
All right, word from the shout. Remember our local friend Kwame? He was on his mission to go and see his son in Sunderland.
Okie doke.
Well, I get some information that he's reached.
What?
Yes.
From London to Sunderland?
Yes, all the way in Sunderland. So,
Okay.
Dreadlocks, come we check in and see what go on with Kwame.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Oh God, what a time. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll see my boy. Compose myself. Okay. Hello, Sheila. Sheila, are you there? Kwame. Sheila. I've arrived. Anton. It's your dad. Anton. Oh man. Hello, Sheila? Hello. It's Kwame. I can't hear you very well. Where are you? I'm outside the house. Can you let me in? What? What do you mean? Sheila, come on, listen. I'm sorry, listen. Yes, I'm late. I explained on the way. I called you earlier, yes? And I told you I told you already that I was stuck in traffic. My phone was going to die to stop at a service station. Sheila, please. Listen, Sheila, can you just open the door so I can come in? I don't want to be doing all this nonsense out here on the street. It's cold. Yes, I'm late. I'm sorry. We're not Sheila, please. Listen, I'm not going down that road again. Listen, I've apologized till I'm blue in the face. How many times do I have to tell you I'm sorry? What do you mean? Listen, don't start throwing accusations at me about how I cheated on you and I'm scum. What do you mean I'm scum? No, Sheila, listen, I had an affair. I'm sorry about that, yes? Yes, I slept with a man. Yes, I'm gay, but I am not scum. There's nothing wrong with it. Listen, I'm sorry about the way it's hooked out. You know I didn't love you. You got pregnant. Your father and my father pressured us into getting married. I stayed with you for the sake of Anton. It didn't work out. Yes, I should have just left. And you finding me in bed with Sam? I'm sorry about that. But that was a year ago. You pleaded me for Hang on, let me... Sheila! Oh, for crying out loud, please. Listen, I don't want to air this dirty linen in your street. Can you just open the door and let me in? You can't come out with that nonsense. There's nothing... Why should I feel ashamed to actually open up, to think, you know what? And this is another reason why I could not come out and openly say to the world that I'm gay. Because people like you, who are so bloody well homophobic, what's wrong with you? And I can't even... Oh, so now you want to... Listen, I've given you £50,000 to keep your mouth shut. So now you're going to go and tell my family. You're going to go tell my people. What? Listen. Yes, I need to see Anton. I've got a court order. I've got a piece of paper in front of me from the courts that says I can see Anton. And can you just open the plastic door? What's wrong with you? I don't want to be doing this in the street. Oh, please, Sheila. I'm not here for no drama. I'm here to... Sheila, please. I'm not shouting at you. It's been a long day. I'm sorry I'm late. Can you just open the door, please, and let me in so I can see Anton and come and take him? I've got a court order. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Sheila.
This is the final boarding call for all passengers booked on
Where are you?
USBZ 201.
Sheila.
The Platinum Card Experience. Please proceed to the main
Sheila,
area
where are you?
as directed by our flight
What do you mean you're at the airport?
The final checks are
What do you mean? Which airport are you at, Sheila?
captain will order for the doors of the aircraft to
Sheila.
close in a few minutes' time.
Sheila, please.
This is the final boarding call for all passengers to board. Thank you.
What do you mean I'm not going to see Anton again? Listen, Sheila, please, listen. I'll give you any more money. Please, Sheila, please. I need to see Anton. Please, don't do this to me. Where are you? Which airport are you at? Please, Sheila. Sheila, please. Listen, put him on the phone. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm really... Please, don't do this to me. Sheila. I'm gonna ring him back. Sheila, pick up the phone, please. Please, I need my son. Please, I need my son. It's all I got. Anton!
Why you know dreadlock? Really feel it for Kwame there, you know.
Peeps, audience, what do you think happened to Kwame in the end? I mean, he was in a very distressed state. What do you think his eventual end was? What did he do? Where did he go? What do you think, Barlet?
Is there no male rights? How can she just take up and fly out, so?
I mean, I know some of the issues were...
You just want to see him pick me?
Yeah, so irrespective of the relationship breakdown and the reason for the relationship breakdown, should she have denied Anton? I mean, okay, people, you watched it, so we want to hear from you as to, do you think Sheila's actions were reasonable, justifiable? I mean...
Let us know what you think.
Thank you, people, for watching this part of Kwame and the Lockdown. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for hanging in there. We've come to the end of the show. I'd like us, if you're able, to unmute your mic and or write in the chat some feedback. Feel free to make some noise if you want to unmute yourself or write in the chat. But we're particularly interested in anything that's come up for you that's resonating in you now after watching Kwame and the Lockdown. What has been pressing in you? What is making you, what are you thinking about now? If there's something that you want to write down in the chat, please do. If you want to unmute and share something, you're welcome. We just want to essentially hand over this moment to you, whatever's going on for you. If you'd like to share, you're more than welcome. You can keep your cameras off. You can unmute yourself and speak just the microphone. It's up to you. But essentially, we want to provide this space here and now for you to have some time to reflect or share whatever's going on for you now that you've seen Kwame and The Lockdown. So I'm just going to read some things that have come up. Fantastic representation of issues. Bravo to the cast. This Zoom format is so engaging. Damned if you do, and damned if you don't is a great summary. Denial of racism and injustice in the wider society is more amplified and engaged with than real painful experiences of racism and injustice. I've got another one of the actors is saying, thank you for your feedback, Kagi. This is one step towards change. We appreciate you. This is the section that if you would like to engage with the drama, it's an opportunity to do so in this interactive section. Now, this can happen in a number of ways. It can simply just be you having a dialogue about the issues that have come up for you. And you can either do that by writing in the chat and we can sort of have a discussion about those things that you want to share, or that we can, if you're able, we can develop that further by have you interacting with any one of those scenes that you've witnessed tonight that you feel that you would like to make some alterations. If that was you in those scenes, make some different choices, perhaps. It's really entirely up to you, but we want to provide this section here as the interactive section where we engage with you. You tell us what you would like to do if you were in that world of Kwame. We want to honor that time now and give it some space for anybody who wants to interact with us.
Yeah, well, let me jump in here, Tony. I'd like to say congratulations to everybody. I think it was very well put together. I appreciate Gargi's message. You know, it is very important that what we're doing here gets heard and people understand it. We all want change. And even though there could be a lot of different narratives out there, you got some people that think we need to separate and segregate and all of this. You know, at some point, we all need to sit down, talk about the issues and be real with one another. Everybody does have a voice, but we have to cooperate however we can. And this is what I see as some cooperation and representation. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Again, this is the interactive section where we are playfully inviting you to share something that's probably resonating in you now, that's come up, or that you may want to sort of delve into deeper. We're just going to give you yes, Gargi, if you'd like to unmute yourself. I think you have. Yes, we can't hear you at the moment. No.
Yeah, I don't know where mute mic is. It's not. It doesn't say mute on the. Oh no, you have muted it.
Yeah,
push the mute. Push mute, Gargi.
No.
Oh, it's not working. Yeah,
mic's
nice.
Mic's down.
Yeah, mic's down. Yeah, I got it. Mic's down. Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We'll come back to her. Yeah.
So in the meantime, perhaps I can just bring on the cast members. If I can ask all of the cast members to show themselves, and we can kind of do official curtain call, as they say in the business, so that the wonderful world watching you can see your beautiful faces as who you really are. So let's see you all in your full glory. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. There's still a couple of people that we would love to have them turn on their cameras. Is there Wayne? Wayne, are you still here? But here you have most of the cast members, as you can see. I'll just drop out so you can see them in their full glory. And if I can just ask the cast members to unmute themselves one by one and introduce themselves.
Okay, I'm actor one, as you can see. My name is Carlos Anchibus. I'm the friend and the policeman and the professor. This is my third performance with the group, and it's been really great just doing this. It's hard to do it on Zoom, but it's much fun doing it live together because we all interact with each other, and it's really good fun. I enjoyed this so much, but I was a bit stressed out, but I'm okay. But like my colleague said, we are there to talk to each other and we help each other out, and it's really nice to do that. Pass it on to someone else.
Oh, so let's go in sequence then. Okay, so my name is Trevor, and I'm all the way from Birmingham. So I think I am the furthest member of this wonderful set of acting, brilliant dramatists, really. So this is, I think, about my fourth show with the group, with the drama group. So yeah, so as you could see, I was one of the narrators. Yeah, I was Dreadlocks, but I mean, don't know what happened. Must have been the stress of putting it on, you know. But yes, yeah, so it was great. You know, the whole process of really coming to doing this particular production, because as you could hear, we had some pretty controversial themes that we thought it was time to really introduce, and let's get some dialogue around it. So brilliantly enacted by us all. So yeah, brilliant. So next one, please.
It's me. My name is Fernando Oliveira. Like Carlos, this is my third one. We done one live, which is what was wonderful, and two on Zoom. I never done that, although I've been doing performances in theater for a while now, but on Zoom that's the second time, and we did a great job. I think it's my opinion. We did a great job, and may we do a few more, lots more, and just live, and maybe even on Zoom. So as long as we are always doing productions, which is very important and very good, we touch in very, very important subjects, and I hope you engage with us and learn something and teach us something, because we are learning too, and that was very good. Well done, guys, to all the actors. I'll pass it to Wayne.
What's going on? Yes, my name is Kane McGee, and this is my actual first performance with these gentlemen. Man, I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed it. I hope they will allow me to continue with them in the future. This was great, man. And I did enjoy doing it on the Zoom, man. There's so many ideas that you can do on this. I mean, really, there's a lot of things you can do on Zoom to make it seem pretty cool. I really appreciate all you guys for allowing me into the group. Well, I think we all gelled pretty well, and we did a lot in what, 6 weeks? Yeah, it was good. We did a real good thing. Keep up with the messages. Let's get it more well known. Let's get more people into the group next time. I think we have a message that everyone needs to listen to. So keep doing the good work, and yeah, power to the people.
Yes. Good evening, and thank you very much for taking the time out to watch our production. My name's Keith, aka Kwame, and one good thing about our drama group is that we want to touch and let people know that there's no taboo in talking about subjects such as mental health, sexuality, and drugs and all things like that. So we tap on those things because it should be discussed, especially to do with our culture, because we're all shunned. Oh, black people, drugs, mental health, you're crazy, sexuality, if you're gay, it's all negativity, and we want to break down those barriers. For people who have kind of issues, just because you may have substance misuse doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just because you may be gay, it doesn't mean that you are bad or nasty or person. That is so far from the truth, but it's not talked about. It's shunned on. So we at our drama group, we break down these barriers and many other barriers because it should be spoken about, and everybody, no matter who you are, race, culture, creed, should be respected. And one thing about this group I love, it helps me open up. I have family members who, unfortunately, who have committed suicide, have mental health issues, have identity crisis. And this group is actually amazing, where I can come along and share my issues from within my family. So I thank the group and the actual facilitator, Tony. He's a very creative genius in that sense. But guys, you are all amazing, especially the new recruits. And on that, 006, I don't know who 006 is, but if I can't see 006 because I'm on speaker, I'm going to pass to 007. So that will be my man, Dreadlocks or Baldy.
We still got Kirk to do, but I'll jump over
Kirk. Sorry, I couldn't see.
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you for coming. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. My name's Junior Campbell. I played that old man's friend during the narration part of things, and I've been a part of this group since September. I was in a very dark place and things weren't going too right for me, and it's been a privilege meeting these men and collaborating with them and doing things, and we're touching on subjects that are quite taboo within our community, and it's good that we're speaking on these things and we're being so brave with it and doing it and creating stuff, So thank you to Tony and the rest of the team for allowing me to be a part of this group, and continue to create great things. Okay, and I'm out.
Actually, I was 007, but I reckon the reason why Keith didn't use my name because he couldn't pronounce.
I'm the Black James Bond around here, mate.
He's the one who's been having serious problem trying to pronounce my name. So he tried to overscore me, overshoot me, so he didn't have to say my name. I understand, Keith. No worries.
Why?
I'd just like to say it's always a great pleasure to perform with these guys, and it's been fantastic to find the journeys. Actually, I think the journey is actually better than the performance for me personally. It just opens a lot of stuff for me able to deal with this kind of stuff, which we often keep inside of ourselves. And as I say, as the BT says, it's good to talk. And with that, I'll pass it on to who's that mean? Robbie.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Robbie. I've been with the group since February, and this is my 4th production, I believe. First one on Zoom. Very interesting, very interesting. I must say the live performances is something that I slightly prefer, but on the Zoom, you can play about with the backgrounds. As you can see, mine is plain. But other than that, I thought we did a cracking job tonight. I think everyone pulled their part brilliantly. There was a bit of reshuffling in between, which we'll no doubt smooth out over the next couple of weeks. And as you said, we talk about issues that generally are not brought up amongst ourselves as a community or Black people or people of color, whichever way you want to say. And I thought we generally, how could you say, generally gelled it pretty well together as a whole. And I'm looking forward to the future and that we can go on and produce even better stuff. And I hope the audience enjoyed it. And on that note, I will pass it on to someone who hasn't spoken,
That would be me.
The silent one. Win, come out.
Wayne.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wayne Denton. I'm also part of this group. I've been part of this group for probably as long as Willen has been. I myself suffer from anxiety and depression and have suicidal tendencies. I have found this group great therapy in order to get out some of the stress which I have to deal with. And I find it helpful to be in a large group or a room of Black males who are suffering or have an idea of what it means to have an understanding or to be an emotional person, and the struggles that I and myself and other people go through on a daily basis. This group does help us to vent and analyze what we and other people go through. And I think this this group should really be global, because as people don't really acknowledge to a certain degree the existence of a Black male humanity and the diverse different sides that comes with it. As per usual, the group is always great. There's nothing else left to say. Tony's Tony, cracks the whip, we get it done. For all those people who are watching the show, please also remember that there are other shows which we have performed, which are on YouTube. If you go to Tony Cealy's Real Life Out There, if you go to Tony Cealy's YouTube channel, you will be able to see our past performances that we have done. And I would say to whether you're Black, white, green, or orange, if you have a male friend, which you must have, don't forget to just give them a hug and say that somebody loves you, because in these trying times, it is very difficult to stay focused. And who has not gone? Has Kirk gone?
No.
No.
Right. Brother Kirk, go.
Blessings and blessings, Wayne, blessings. Yeah, I just want to just point out that I've been there since January, and since I've been there, I've seen the growth of the group as a whole, and I've seen the growth of individuals. I think it's something that is missing within society, and I think it can only get stronger and stronger. There's a lot of learning aspects through it, and I think as a group and as a team, we've been able to deliver that. But we just want to become more vocal out and be more I don't know what the word is, be more out there. I want more people to understand what we do, and more people to get involved and enjoy the movement and enjoy come with us on the journey, because it's not just about the acting, it's not just about the therapy, it's also about delivering a message to everyone that they're not alone. There's a lot of things that are left unsaid that need to be said, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring all these things that are hidden under the carpet to the fore for people to see it, understand it, and know how to address it. I think a lot of things, a lot of times people are in situations and they don't want to. Oh God, sorry. I've been on mute the whole time. Sorry, I apologize. Let me go back.
We heard you.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
We heard you.
Yeah, that would have been even worse, wouldn't it?
No.
He's rumbling again. You're gonna have to hit it twice now. No,
Turn your phone around.
Anyway, yeah. The point I'm trying to say is, we thank you for your support. We'd appreciate more promotion and that. We're not the best at self-promoting, I would say, but that's an area that we're gonna have to get stronger in order to deliver a message and get to more people. But we welcome everyone's comments, and also any topics or any areas that are, say, taboo or uncharted or need to be charted. We're happy as a team to address it. we all stand up and to be counted, and we want to deliver a message. We want to give back to society. That's pretty much where we are. There's a lot of love in the group, and without me going on anymore, I'm going to pass it on to Tony, and I'm going to say thank you, kind sir. It's been a pleasure. Lead the way, Mr. T.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm sure that the audience have got a better insight all about you lovely people. So what do you want to do now? I'm particularly kind of talking to our audience members. We've got a large bursting at the seams audience with loads of questions and comments that they want to share, but we can only take 3 people tonight because, we want to give those 3 people a specific attention. So what is it that you might be wanting to say now or do? Like I said, now we can generally go 1 or 2 ways. We can either go into the sort of playful, interactive area where you can revisit any one of the scenes that you was resonating for you, and you might want to be played back again. You've got that magic wish to say, I want to see this scene again, and I want it to be different. So we can do that, or you can have a chance to speak to any one of these performers in character, and we can hot seat them, and you can ask them questions to find out further information about them and why they did what they did or why they said what they said. So those are the kind of 2 ways. Or the final way, we can just generally have a nice, open, cozy chat, and we can end to kind of close the whole evening, because it has been a long day for, I'm sure, everybody here, and we wouldn't want to keep you any longer than you need to. So it's really over to yourself. What would you like to do? Version 1 would be to have a discussion and chat a bit more and get you involved in the drama. Version 2 would just be to have a kind of hot seating version where the character will be a chance for you to ask questions to those characters. Or version 3 would just be that we all have a general chat for a little short while, and then we close down the show. So maybe if you could vote, put down 1, 2, or 3, or vote with your fingers saying 1 or 2 or 3, so we kind of know what you want to do, because it's over to you. It's your time now. So just looking at the chat, Gargi's going for 3. She wants a general, nice, kind of easy chat. So let's start that. And if anybody does feel that they might want to speak to a particular character, you are more than welcome. So, Gargi, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. I've had problems with my computer all week. Oh, fantastic performance. I'm just going to give you a 1-woman applause because it was a fantastic performance. Thank you so much. I'm just going to say I was at the one you did at the Brixton Library in February, I think. But I can't remember what the title of that performance, but it was also on Black men's mental health and dealing with these issues, and it was a packed out Brixton Library, and it was such an engaging performance. So I'm so glad to be here with you again. Thank you very much for having me. And I just wanted to congratulate everyone and ask whether you'd be willing to come and do this with a group of researchers at King's College London who work on mental health, discrimination, race and ethnicity.
Yes, I'm willing for that. Yeah, I'm sure the rest of the guys will too.
Yeah,
interesting.
Cool.
I'll be in touch later on because I've got to jump and leave quickly. So I just wanted to say thank you so much and to share these details. I'll just say a little bit more. I'm a mental health researcher. I'm a PhD student looking at these issues, looking at mental health inequalities for people from ethnic minority backgrounds. So this was just perfect. You had an overview of every kind of ism, every kind of injustice, every kind of issue. My favorite, as Tony, you asked the question about the scenes and everything like this. My favorite one, well, it's hard to choose really, but I loved how the talk show host played the two characters off against each other, and in the end awarded the one who was kind of giving perhaps not so well thought out critical answers. I thought that was great because it's such a representation of what goes on in media today and how racism is constantly minimized, and it's just a game and people are pitted against each other. Racism is seen as an opinion, and all of this. So I really appreciated that scene. And if we had more time tonight, I'd love to that to go in different ways. I'm a cognitive researcher. I'm looking for people to interview. So if you'd be interested in taking part in my study or working with other people at King's, please let me know. And we'd be grateful to, get in touch with you and organise more workshops to reach out to people in Southwark and Lambeth, who is the main group that we work with, and beyond. So if we can please keep in touch, I'd really appreciate it. So perhaps I'll follow up with you, Tony, and then we can organise from there.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, thank you. And in terms of promotion, I volunteer for the Brixton blog. So can I just take a screenshot of everyone smiling here so we can pop it on? Thank you. So get ready and tell me when you're ready, and I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll take the names out of all the people who are not necessarily in the who are not necessarily actors or performers, and then we can pop or I'll put an article together and share it with you, and you can edit it and put your names in and your experiences in, and we can pop that on and share that more widely. How does that sound? Yes? Okay, wait. 3, 2, everyone smile, get ready. 3, 2, 1. I've just done a print screen. Oh, hello, hang on, Wayne, I didn't get you in the last one.
Sorry, I got missed. Someone called me.
Yes. No. Yeah, there we go. Smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to copy and paste it to see if that's actually worked, because you know how so often these things don't work. But I thought that was so fantastic. That didn't work. That didn't work, friends. Sorry, one moment. I need to go. I need to do that again. Smile.
Oh, she's gone.
No.
Well, it must have worked. It must have worked.
Visible now.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, how do you get a screenshot on this anyway? So anyway.
Press control print.
Press control and number 3.
Control print.
Number 3.
Command and 3. It's on my computer. Shift, command, and 3 at the same time.
Thank you. I'm wondering, Anna and Jamie, if there's anything that you might want to say or do. You can remain hidden. That's absolutely fine. But really, this is part of the show where it's kind of over to you on what you would like to do. If you have any requests, if you want to talk to the actors in character, we can do that. It's entirely up to you, but we're really here to serve you. Argy, you okay?
Today is a really bad day at the office for me. Hang on. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Is Wayne on?
Wayne, you there?
Wayne, are you there?
Oh, fab. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm just great crashing your party, but it's fantastic. I wish I could be there in person. It's such a great it's just such when Kwame was walking through his living room, it was so engaging.
Yeah, I like that bit as well.
I think I've got a rubbishy picture, and I'll get in touch and sort of maybe we can work something out in the time that will work better, because it's on my phone and the computer and the lights off. But thank you so much, gentlemen. It was just a pleasure watching this, and it's serious issues, but I always love it when people manage to communicate such serious issues, which is obviously so personal, but there's still lots of witty commentary. You can make this kind of performance made me laugh and cry at the same time. So I loved it, absolutely loved it, and I hope we can keep in touch and carry on taking this to more people.
I'll put my email address in the chat for you.
Thank you so much. I'll be in touch very soon.
Watching. That's awesome.
Thank you all for performing. I'll be back in touch with details, but I'll just pop this in the chat. Yes, I'll get in touch with email because my computer's not working out. But thank you so much. Excellent performance. Bravo.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon.
Right.
Good night, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care.
So, Jane or Anna, is there anything that you'd like to do? You could still talk to these actors in character. We could hot seat them and find out a bit more about them. Any questions that you'd like to really know more information? Or you could just suggest what you'd like to happen from now. So it's up to you. You can just let us know by putting it in the chat how we proceed from here on in. So whilst we leave Aaron and Jane to think about that, you gentlemen, what did you think about tonight?
Number 8 first and go backwards.
It was good. I think that's the best we've done tonight. Obviously, it's the performance day, but I enjoyed it as well. It was really good.
Well, okay, I'll go next. I enjoyed it. Tonight was just as good as the second one we done, and it's even better, even though we tweeted it. I mean, it's much more improved. I enjoyed working tonight, even though it was a long, long day for me. And yes, I really enjoyed it working with everyone, and it's really great. Came out perfect once more at the last moment. Next.
Yeah, I think it was great. I had a wonderful time. And I got to say, I did get some emotion from a couple of the performances that we had. And to me, that's the part that makes you know that you're touching a vein, when you can literally feel emotion coming from the action. So I really enjoyed it. Even though I knew what was going to happen, I was still pulled into the story. So I could just say, well done, everybody, well done.
Yeah, we did great. We did very good. Even though, like Carlos said, we tweak it a lot, a little bit, but it worked. It worked. The tweaks work, and we did a great job. Congratulations, everyone else. We did well.
Yeah, I'd just like to echo what Kane said. I got quite emotional, and especially at the end when obviously Kwame introduced the bit about the airport scene, because I can't recall him doing it in the previous rehearsals. That for me, that was very, I almost went. I felt myself. Yeah, it was a powerful, emotional part. Very, very much so. And personally, I could relate to some of the scenes personally. I may not share here at this moment in time, but definitely I can relate to this particular Kwame.
Okay, well, basically all the credit, I will have to say, all the credit for the airport scene goes solely to Rob. It was his idea. He called me yesterday and came up with that idea, and he said, just use it as a red herring right at the end. Don't tell no one. So, Rob, it worked. Thank you very much, Rob. So that's Rob's idea. Start to Rob. Thank you.
Well done, Rob.
Yeah.
Is it just us now in this room?
No, there are still a couple of audience members, and I want to read a message, if it's okay, on Anna's behalf. She basically said, there are so many topics. I don't know where to start, but I agree it's hard for people to talk about taboo topics. I think sometimes people don't engage in these topics because they don't know how to, and are scared they say the wrong thing, but they would just compound the issue. So what do you think about that? What's your response when someone says something about that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you sort of in between? Let's hear from a couple of people.
I mean, I completely agree. At this point in time, we have an older generation and a young generation. And with technology compounded on everything, information and all of that is moving so fast. The normal gap between generations has moved so wide. You know, and now we got a point where the older generation, they just simply can't understand the younger generation and the changes that's going to come about. And I know this is something that happens with every generation, but now we got to understand it is a global system where whether we want to or not. There could be a craze that can go around the world in 2 weeks just through Instagram. So we can't say that one way of living has to be wrong if another way, someone's already proved it right. So I think this is good. continuing conversation, continuing to get people in different groups to meet one another and understand one another. No culture appropriation or anything like that. Just understand and accept it. I think that's all we can do to move forward.
Anybody else got a different take or share the same resonance? You kind of agree with what Payne is saying, or maybe you disagree slightly. Who else has got a viewpoint on this? We're not all the same, are we? Or do we all think the same?
No, I mean, I've got many close friends who, I mean, I'm very open and transparent, and I love you for being you, regardless of what you do. As long as you do not harm me or my family or people in general, you are free to be whoever you want to be, and you have the right to do that. And I have associates, friends, colleagues who, on the one hand, they're like, yeah, everything's cool. But on the next hand, they talk about subjects or about people or people's identity in such a negative way. It's like they're kind of showing their true colors. And so in some ways, you think, well, hang on a minute, you're very, very hypocritical here. Because if it's in the workplace, you've got to be kind of professional as such. And I think it's really wrong, especially when I work in social services. And when I hear lots of professionals that negative about certain individuals, but yet you're the same person that's supposed to be helping an individual, it's difficult for me to it's difficult to work with these people, but I have to. So I'm dealing with people who are very, very two-faced. Not all of them, some of them are very two-faced, and it's quite hurtful, really. And we shouldn't do that, you know. Everyone bleeds, everyone feels pain, everyone hurts, and we are all the same, regardless of our outside shell. That's just basically a dress rehearsal. The inner shell is the most important thing, and I think people forget that. And so much so with the internet. The internet's a fantastic tool, but it's still a very, very dangerous tool. And a lot of people hide behind computers now and can be very malicious tools at the people and feel they can get away with it. And I think it's really wrong. And people should show more respect to each other to make it a better place than it is. I thought that now, being the age of 52, that I would live in a fantastic world. When I grew up, I was like, yeah, great. I think I'm worse off now. Back in the 90s, everything was fun to me. And I feel sorry. I've got 2 grandchildren, and I worry for them in the society that they're going to be drawn into, because it doesn't look like it's going to be great. But I hope that people like us can turn things around and stop all this bias and stop all this negativity that's going on around the world, because it's wrong and it needs to stop. That's all I'll say.
Thank you, Keith. And I'm sure there's somebody else that might want to have a bit of a chat. But just to recap to Cassandra, who's just joined us, we've just finished performing our show, Kwame and The Lockdown, and we've just been generally having a discussion about what has come up for people watching the show, and has led us to this discussion where we've just been talking about how hard it is for one to talk about these taboo topics. Anybody else want to kind of give their view and opinion why it's hard, specifically for maybe the black man, to talk about these topics that are so-called taboo? Why can't the black man ring up their best mate and have a general conversation, whether that's at home or in the workplace or in some other social situation? Why can't they just generally rely on their brethren, their idrin, and say, look, this is what's going on for me. I need to let you know so that you know what's happening. Why can't they just do that openly? What's going on for the black man? What's making that a bit of a challenge? Was it easier before, as what Keith was maybe saying, or is it harder now? What's going on? Why are these challenges facing the black man in 2020?
Well, I can say I'll try and back in this one. It's this tip of the iceberg here. Before it was a taboo, you wouldn't speak about it at all to anyone like that. You might speak to a priest or someone who's not even listening, but they're not going to have a feedback to you. But most of the time, people kept the things to themselves. You know, they kept themselves to themselves, and they would not mention to anyone. They just smile, and then, you know, and next thing you know, they're out there drinking and getting drunk and then just going completely mad. And that's how it's been working out. But now with this new technology, we could feel out much further. We could find groups where we never seen before by just googling a name or googling symptoms, and people are recognizing that people are ill and they do need help, and people are there to help us to sort out this situation. But we are taking small steps towards that. That's what I believe.
I think for me personally, I think we have come a greater way, and I do feel that there are individuals that if we want to share personal stuff with, we can find them. You know what I mean? I know from personal experience, you know, whereas maybe before I would have thought I couldn't, but now I can. But the challenge is sometimes it's you want to share your experience with certain people, whether it's family or what have you, and they maybe are the ones that might not take a good view of you. So it's not that you can't share it, but sometimes who you want to share it with, they might be the ones who aren't accepting, or they may not even have to understand, but they probably won't give you, you know what I mean, that space. But there is spaces out there where you can share. And I think it's increasingly has become more, especially for the Black man, from my experience.
I would like to say from my experience as a man in his early 40s, dealing with emotions and trying to discuss your inner feelings or your greatest fears with some people who may be around the same age as you, because you're exposing what some people consider to be a weakness, whereby you're saying, I feel upset, I feel afraid, I feel concerned about how I'm being treated in my environment. In some Black communities, guys will look at you and say, stop being excuse my language, but stop being a female dog. Just pull your foot, just pull your shoes up, just fix up. And where that may work for some people who can extrapolate from the words you've said, just fix up. Some people actually need a manual where, you know, someone has to explain to them how the mechanics of the brain is working and what chemicals are being released and how that is having an effect on you as an individual. But yes, in some parts of the community, it's still deemed as a sort of hush-hush thing, as opposed to, like, you know, saying, you know, I feel suicidal. Because for a lot of people, because they've never actually been around it or had to face it, don't know how to confront someone who's dealing with it. You know, and a lot of the time, some of the people who are also dealing with these problems are fearful of using the system, i.e. getting a doctor and asking to see a therapist, because they're afraid that they're going to be stigmatized. Like myself, for example, I suffer from anxiety and depression, and I also have suicidal tendencies. But there are days when I'm sad, but because people don't understand the mechanics of it, they'll just get scared, call an ambulance, and then try to section me, as opposed to resolve the problem or the issue which is at hand, which is what happens a lot within the system at the moment. But yeah, that's just another take on it that I thought that I would add.
Thank you.
Yeah,
go for it.
It's interesting. I'm listening to everybody's own personal perspectives on things, and everybody's so different and so unique because of their understanding and their knowledge and their social background and so forth. I mean, going back to when, you know, if somebody says to me, I've got suicidal tendency, I did a training before, I would think, what do I do from now? Because I'm not in a place where I'm not the kind of person, I was not at that point the kind of person to say, okay, let's talk about it. Or what would I do? Because whatever I do would not necessarily be the right thing for that person at that time. So it's a personal judgment call on that one. I can understand it from a professional point of view in terms of those are the aspects of it. But in the communal point of view, if we think about it, I agree. We've come a pretty long way. I mean, look at all of us here. We're in a group where we're having this discussion. That was not common a while back. The friends I've got around me will have this conversation, not a problem at all. So some of the stuff that you all speak of, I don't personally see it at all within my social group. However, I do see the negativity that is bestowed onto us as Black people generally. As I said in the thing, it's only 3.8% of us in this country, yet still with the most, when it comes to disease, when it comes to depression, we're the highest among them. And sometimes we have to be reflective on that. Why are we there? We can't always blame somebody else. And I understand we have a history of being oppressed for the last 400 years. I understand all that. But my question is always to this. Now you know that. What do you do with that information? How do you turn it around, and how do you make things better for yourselves? And that's something we have to take on ourselves individually, personally. And we cannot keep blaming other people. We all have the experience. We've all been through bad things. But what have we learned from these experiences? I mean, many of us are anchored to these negative experiences. It keeps us there. Can we just, that's where I'm coming from. I have responsibility for my own actions. I have responsibility because my actions it's like a ricochet, it's like a butterfly effect. It affects other people. So for me personally, it's about what I have learned through my knowledge, to my own personal experience, to talking to other people that I can take forward and help. So I think it all comes down to our own individual responsibilities in order to make change.
Thank you. So we're going to try and wrap up this evening's presentation, this event. Before we do that, I just feel it feels like there are some really powerful people here in this space, and it would be good to sort of leave in the atmosphere some powerful tips on how one can be a better human being. Maybe that's just a general statement, but what is your one tip on how one can be a better human being? Let's all probably do that as a go round, and as we close.
I'll start.
I know you're keen to go, Fernando, and if I can maybe try to get Anna to leave her tip in the chat, or anybody else that is with us who could just leave that as a gift, as a going away final ending present. What is your gift? What is the one recommendation? What is the one tip that you feel you would like to leave that recommends or suggests or puts into action for you to become a better human being? Fernando.
Well, what I have to say is that some people think they are better than others. But in my opinion, the highest thing we can be is human beings. So don't think you are better than others because you're not. That's all.
Okay. I'll take the second one. My advice to anyone is always think before you speak or act.
I'll go number 3. Your 2 advices are very great. I love to hear that. My third one is listen, and stop and listen much clearly.
I'll take the 4th, communication. We have to communicate with not only our families, our neighbors, our friends, but other human beings as well. Because without communications, we will still be in denial of who we are as a general people and as a community. So we have to learn to communicate with one another.
My advice is take responsibility for your own actions.
Yeah, treat people with respect. Respect is a big thing, and it seems to be dwindling. But people deserve respect, and you have to treat people with respect and treat yourself with respect as well.
Amen to that. You,
I think for me,
Has it paused?
Go, Trevor.
Okay, I was just thinking, couple of things. Allow yourself to love and to be loved. Yeah, that's one. And it's okay if you don't understand everything. It's okay to not understand, but also love and be loved.
Amen.
Yes. Be open and transparent. Love yourself and love one another and love thy neighbor. And beauty is just skin deep. It's what's inside the person. It's far more important than the outer shell. We are all human. We are all one. We all bleed the same color and we have the same heart. And if we respected one another, this world would be a better place.
Reach out and touch.
Somebody.
Go ahead, William. Go ahead now, boy. Go ahead. All that tuition is coming to fruition. Come on.
Okay, so I'm just going to read a couple of things in the chat before we wind down. So originally, Anna said that more active listening with an open mind. Actor 2, sorry, I missed your name, but I agree. It's okay not to understand. There are many things that I don't understand, but it's most important to try. So yes, my recommendation would be to maybe share the things that bring you joy, share them with others. Share them with others. Bring you joy. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this evening. We want to say thank you for this wonderful evening where we've performed for you and had a discussion about Black men and mental health. We, as the group, don't know, but we have to go back to rehearsals on Monday evening, this coming Monday, back in Brixton. So I hope to see you all in Brixton, apart from those who can't make it, back in our usual space on Monday evening, 6 p.m. till 9. We have much work to do. And for those of you who cannot be there, we will carry you in our hearts until we meet you again. But on behalf of Upper Norwood Library Trust, we want to say thank you to Jin for hosting us and guiding us through this wonderful evening where we've been able to share and talk about some of these important topics. It's good night from me, and I think it's good night from these wonderful performers. They're going to go off and do something that's going to bring
Thank you, Norwood Library. Thank you, everyone. Monday, 6 o'clock. Be there.